Going back to the SPC export program that I was writing, and how then I started to realize that there were functions like save SPC and init header already present in the Blarg APU. Remember, I'm talking about SNES SPC and not the Game Music Emu, because these functions aren't present in Game Music Emu. Um, so even if I use these functions look like they write to a memory buffer, and I'm not sure if there's a higher level function somewhere in the source code that will save it to a file. But if there isn't, then I'll have to write a function that will write this memory buffer into a file. Lastly, I also found incredibly useful, I don't know where they are in this moment, but trying to see if I can find it. Man. Well, what I had found was the structure definitions for the SPC header. So that, because I was writing my own, but I don't really have to write my own. So that's good. But where the heck was it? I don't believe it. I had the thing open, like, where did it go? I'm looking for it. Like, I have to show it. Should be up here. Here it is. So this is in SPC underscore emu.h in the game music emu, which I'm just going to start calling GME for short. This is that struct header T. And so my SPC exporter program currently only exports a file without the extent, like the ID 666 tags, which allow you to give very important information that will be necessary, such as song title, game title, the dumper stuff, not so much, but there's a text format for this and a binary format for this part of the SPC. It looks like I'm trying to identify if this is the binary or text format. So if the fade is 4 bytes, and the length is 3, I think it's a binary. Yeah, so this is binary. That's the binary, because otherwise the length would be 5, and the number of seconds would have been 3. See if I can find anything else that'll... 46. So this is the binary. Good to know. But I also really want to make sure that everything's just like as an API, because the original SPC exporter program that I wrote, it takes some command line arguments. It's really like something I only really needed to make my play sample example. So I think that I can probably just ditch this stuff. But yeah. Alright, those are like all my thoughts for the night. I don't know if I'm going to do anything else for the rest of the night. It's almost 10 p.m. But I found a really useful Japanese website on the SPC file format with regards to the ID 666 text format and binary format. It's right here, but I have this favorited. I'm favoriting everything in an STL folder, but it's not a good title. It should be SNES Tracker. Maybe I can rename it. Oh, I really want to get back towards seeing how I can write the APU memory from the SDL application somehow, or what's the correct ways. Look at the functions. If there's like an API function for that. To see, there's either going to be an API function for that, or I'm going to have to modify a memory buffer and I don't know, you know what I mean? Or have like an SPC program logic that runs, that checks for like certain memories regions, and takes values at these memory regions and writes them to the DSP key on and key off registers. That's something I need to look into. All right, Baz signing off for the night. Love you guys.